Welcome to our NXT Stand and Deliver 2024 predictions. My name is Evan,
I am Javier.
and we are here to predict the 5 matches for NXT Stand and Deliver. This is going to be a tight 5 of a card. It's going to be really good. NXT always brings it in terms of the pay-per-views, and specifically whatever happens on WrestleMania weekend is always a memorable show. And of course, we are excited because we are going to be there.
Let's go.
Should we dive immediately into it? Let's go right ahead with the first listed match on Wikipedia, which is for the NXT title. Ilya Dragunov goes up against Tony D'Angelo. Who do you think walks out of Stand and Deliver as the NXT champion?
I think this might be the biggest dud title match they've ever had at a WrestleMania weekend.
I am excited to see
It's been what, 9 years?
if Tony
10 years?
D'Angelo can step up to this level, because this is his time to do it. Character work is there. In-ring work is not terrible. He's not a bad hand.
He just hasn't been heated up enough to be NXT Championship caliber yet.
There's also 3 feuds around him that are hotter, and that's tough.
Yes, it is. But I also another thing. This could have just been Dijak or something. Just make it a fun match. I understand why it's Tony D. You want to put him up that card, but don't do that WrestleMania weekend.
So I assume you're taking Tony D'Angelo?
No, I'm taking Ilya Dragunov.
What a swerve it would have been if you took Tony.
And that goes hand in hand with my prediction for the main event, because that'll be the next main event of some show down the line. Probably Great American Bash or whatever they do.
Yeah, I'm also taking Dragunov. There's reports that have come out the day that we're recording this, which is that they see Dragunov on the level of Gunther in terms of a main roster prospect and want to push him in a similar vein, but that time is not yet. They want to keep him in NXT for a little while longer, but when he comes to the main roster, he will be pushed in a vein similar to Gunther, which makes my heart happy.
You just whispered sweet nothings into my ear. I love Ilya Dragunov. He's one of my favorite wrestlers. He's freaking good.
One of the best guys going right now. All right, let's talk about the Wolf Dogs. The Wolf Dogs, the NXT Tag Team Champions, the team that is surprisingly really fun. Baron Corbin and Braun Breaker are going to be defending their NXT titles against the winners of the NXT Tag Team Tournament. Now, we are recording this. It is 6:30 Eastern time on the Tuesday when NXT will air. You and I have no idea who is going to win the NXT Tag Title Tournament or Tag Team Shot Tournament, so we're going to put it on the screen right now. Who are the winners? I can't believe they do that. What a decision. Who do you have? Do you have the Wolf Dogs, or do you have the field, which includes either LWO, Axiom and Nathan Frazier, or the OC?
I mean, I think it will be the OC.
Okay.
But because of that, in saying that, should it be anyone else, I think they win the titles. I think they're going to break up the Wolf Dogs.
You're picking the field.
Yes, I'm picking the field. I think the Wolf Dogs are breaking up. Braun Breaker's on his way up to the main roster. Baron Corbin, I don't know if he's going to stay in NXT much longer. If he does, I don't know what he's going to do. I think he's kind of in a weird little pattern now where, honestly, I think him going away might actually be a pretty good thing for him for a few months here. But yeah, I picked the field. More specifically, I picked the OC. If they don't win, I'm going to look really foolish. But also, I'm probably going to get Tama Tonga debuting at the end of the night. So.
Oh, yeah, that's true. I've forgotten about that. I am torn because I agree that they're going to break up the Wolf Dogs. I agree that Braun Breaker's on his way to the main roster.
I don't want them to. They're really fun.
I just don't see any of the 3 teams in the Eliminator Tournament as the guys to have a moment like that on WrestleMania weekend. Do you know what I mean?
Okay, I mean, we're talking about the NXT Tag Team titles.
No, but I'm a sucker for
that have only been held by these 2 guys for 2 months.
I want them to stay. I'm going with my heart. Fuck it. The Wolf Dogs win. I know I shouldn't do that. I'm going with my heart. I'm going to be cheering so loud for them during the actual show. You better believe it. 2, the NXT Women's Championship, Lyra Valkyria versus Roxanne Perez. Who do you think walks out as a champion?
The Prodigy gets her gold back. We're getting a 2-time NXT Women's Champion because I think Roxanne Perez is walking out with that title. It's not that I don't like Lyra Valkyria. She's quite good. Like she's really, really, she's a great wrestler. She just doesn't do it for me. Like I don't know what. I think she's kind of boring. If I'm being honest, I don't understand her character. I
Okay.
also I don't know if she's actually like over. So it's
I
just
think
weird.
she is. I think she's won some people over. I don't know if she's as over as you would expect the main women's champion to be in NXT. I will say that I have been pleasantly surprised as somebody who did not really know her prior to winning this title. Like I wasn't really following her that closely. I
Yeah,
have been impressed with the work I see. I think she's really good.
she's good.
That being said, I 100% agree with you. I think Roxanne is going
Yeah,
to walk out as the NXT Women's Champion. It's going to be
she's
a
just
big
so
pop.
good. She's been so good as a heel.
Yes, I think it's going to be a really good moment. Who do you think challenges next? Like, if Roxanne wins, who do you
I
think is
mean,
next up?
Tatum Paxley is kind of like the obvious because
Yeah,
she's got the weird stalker thing with Lyra, unless she just turns heel on Lyra, and then that's the program moving on. But
that could be a
I
thing.
don't know, maybe her. I don't even really know the baby faces in NXT at this point. Who's that cowgirl one that used to be with Briggs and Jensen? We'll give it to her.
Give it to her. Push her to the moon. All right. To the NXT North American Championship, we have a triple threat match. We have Josh Briggs, we have Dijak, and we have Obafemi.
Woo!
Who you got?
Come on, man. I gotta get my boy Obafemi out here. Come on, man. There's no. I think it's gonna be the second best match of the night.
Are you ready for what I think is like not a hot prediction, but I'm gonna let you in some. I did some odds making. All right, I'm like a sports book. The odds of Obafemi being my favorite wrestler coming out of this weekend are like plus 200, and that's against the
Oh,
whole like they're up there, but still like
wow.
he's got to go up against Carmelo, he's got to go up against like Gunter, he's got to go up against a bunch of other guys,
He's got to
but
go up against Onita.
Onita, that's true. Seeing Atsushi Onita. The other thing, though, is the odds of me buying an Obafemi shirt are minus like 110. Like there is a real possibility I walk out with his merch.
I'm telling you right now, I've already told this to my girlfriend. There is a 0% chance of me buying merch this weekend.
Zero
I have,
percent.
I have my own merch. I don't need
That's
theirs.
true. We have our own merch. You should check it out in the description below. I'm gonna buy at least a couple shirts, guaranteed. I don't know which shirts.
My next thing, my next and only thing, unless they drop like something really cool, like a Pete Dunne championship winning shirt or something like that down the line, the only thing that I could see myself ever getting is a replica spinner WWE title. That's all I
What
care about.
what a day that'll be. Yeah, I also have Obafemi. Push this man to the moon.
Yeah. Ooh,
I
ooh,
what a
ooh,
what a just
ooh.
immediate star presence.
Oh, just like
Immediate.
when he says he's destined to do this, I'm like, yeah, you are. You put him in the main event next year.
Obviously, the win was a big moment, but when he cut that promo where he was like, "Send whoever you want, but don't send anyone you want back," I was like, "Oh, okay." We mean business. Speaking of business, big business in
Oh,
the announced main event. It is just a singles match, but it is a singles match with so much on the line. Trick Williams versus Carmelo Hayes in the main event. Who do you got?
whoop that trick. Whoop that trick.
Of course.
Whoop that trick.
Uh,
Oh, the way that I am going to go stupid during this match. I love Carmelo Hayes. I do. I cannot wait to see what he does on the main roster, moving away from WrestleMania weekend, because rumors are that he's getting the call up pretty soon after
yeah, like the Raw after Mania,
WrestleMania
the
weekend,
SmackDown after Mania. Yeah.
SmackDown, something like that. I cannot wait to see what he does on the main roster. I think that he's going to kill it when he does, but it's Trick Williams time. And I think Trick is not only just winning this match, I think he's getting the push to the goddamn moon. He's going to challenge Ilya Dragunov somewhere down the line. He's going to take that damn title away from him. And Trick Williams is just going to be on the ascent, man. That is, in my opinion, I think Trick Williams is a future main event, like WrestleMania main event caliber talent. And I think we're really just starting to see the beginnings of what is going to be a big, big star in wrestling.
I'm gonna about to do some maybe some over exaggeration, and that's fine. This is like watching like Heart Foundation Brett versus Rockers Michaels. This is like watching 98 Rock Triple H. This is like watching Shield Rollins or like FCW
Go
Reigns, just
ahead.
like that.
Go
These
ahead.
two, this match will main event a WrestleMania in the future.
Talk to him, Evan.
But for
Talk
this one,
to him.
it's going to be Trick Williams. And you know how much that hurts my soul because I love Carmelo Hayes.
Hey, man, local boy. That's my
When,
boy right there.
when we did our end of year awards for 2023, we had a whole category of just like who's the guy that you didn't give an award to, but you want to. And mine was Carmelo Hayes because I was just so impressed. Carmelo, he is him. However,
He's
in
him.
this instance, he is not Trick. So Trick Williams is going to walk out a winner. I think it would not surprise me if Carmelo Hayes still won. I
No,
don't know if they would do that,
I
but
don't think they do.
you're right, but also there have been many times where I'm like, well, they won't do that, and then WWE does the thing I don't expect them to do. The only place that we differ is on the tag team titles. You have taken the field. I have taken Wolf Dogs. Your
Ooh.
excitement level for Stand and Deliver on a scale of 1 to 10.
I love this card.
Mm-hmm.
Genuinely, like I know I talk crap about Ilya versus Tony D. That's more so the fact that that's the NXT title match at the biggest takeover of the year,
Yeah.
more so than anything. I think they're gonna have a great match. Ilya Dragunov doesn't have bad matches. I think so. So I think that's gonna to be very good. I think the tag match. I mean, obviously it depends on who's there. If it's the OC, like I predict, I think that kind of takes it down a little bit. But if it's like Axiom and Nathan Frazier, that has potential to be a freaking banger.
Yep.
The LWO guys, I just don't see the LWO guys being there. Who are we kidding? In any capacity, if they are, egg on my
Cool.
face. Cool, good for them, but they're not winning if that's the case. Actually, they might, but who knows? I think Lyra versus Roxanne could be really, really good. Obafemi, Dijak, and Briggs, big meaty men slapping meat. And you know what? That could be really fun. We all know what Dijak's capable of. Briggs is really, really good. Former Evolved champion.
It's true.
Obafemi is that motherfucker. And then the main event, I think honestly might steal the whole goddamn weekend as far as my emotional commitment to it goes.
Do you know Briggs is also a UMass alum?
Which one?
He just says he played football at UMass.
Oh my god. Josh Briggs, you beautiful bitch. Let me tell you something. I love you. He's from Bullhead City, Arizona. This might be, yes, he played at you. How old is he? We might have sucked. We probably were.
You probably sucked.
He's 31. Let's say that was 10 years ago. Actually, we were kind of cooking in the early 2010s, but that was in the second division. That was in the San Diego. What is it? North Dakota State Division, whatever
Yes.
that's called.
FBS. All right.
Yeah.
We've been distracted fully. NXT Stand and Deliver 2024 is going to be a hell of a show. We're going to be keeping track of our predictions for ROH Supercon Nirvana. You can watch that video. It's also up already. We're going to be predicting WrestleMania 40. Of course, we will be there. Follow us on social media because we're going to be posting a lot of stuff from while we're there at Crossbody of Work on Twitter, on Instagram. Check out the merch. Javier's wearing the shirt. I got the hat on right now. Javier's got the hat over there too. I got the tote bag somewhere else over there. It's good stuff.
Bag somewhere over there as
We
well.
are going to be doing kind of post shows podcast this week for both Saturday and Sunday, maybe Friday if we're feeling loose. Who knows? So go follow our podcast wherever you get podcasts or here on YouTube. Hit subscribe. We'll be back soon. You'll see us predicting WrestleMania 40 in a little bit. We'll talk to you then.
Whoop that trick.